with cords and things, and you get this little thing called a microbit. And basically you do a lot of coding with it, and that's basically what he was talking about before, was just a whole bunch of coding. And there's this thing where he was talking about partners, driver and navigator. So there's one person who's like doing all the coding or something, and the person by like next to them is telling them what to do, like in a group. So there's tons of things you can do. Like these are alligator clips, and you can connect them to the microbit, which we have in here right now for our project. And you can connect it and do a whole bunch of sort of things like blinking lights and sort of like this servo thing. It turns and moves and such. We have light sensors. That's a light that you can connect to it. It has a sensor itself on the microbit. I'll take it out just so I can show you it. This is what it looks like. It's really tiny, but it can do a lot of stuff. And basically, the heart of it is like the programming. And at first, it can seem really complicated, but once you get the hang of it, it's really actually pretty fun and easy to do. You can connect it to the computer, you download it down, and then you've got the coding for it. So our project was, we had a final project to do, and we got to choose out of 3 categories. One of them was like, you're at night and they're on a bike and there's a person that needs to alert other drivers around it with like lights or something that would let them know that they were present. And there was another one where it was like a feeding timer that after a certain amount of time or something was activated, it would release food for like a cat or something. That was an example. Another was interactive art, which we did that one. No one else really seemed to do it, and it didn't really give you a technological example with the microbit or anything. So we went with that one, and what we decided to do was we took a story, we took a book, I own this book, and we cut it open, and we put the microbit inside, and most of the technical stuff was coding, and so it'll have the first part of the story, and you'll read it, and then it'll say press A, and you'll press A, and it'll play that part of the story. It goes on to like B, A, B at the same time, tilt left, tilt right, shake, all that stuff. We went the simpler route, but we could have done a whole bunch of things with like lights on the sides to like alert something, or there was one project we could have done, like a project we did called Keep It Secret, Keep It Safe, where you made like an alarm system for an object, which was pretty fun, and you can do a bunch of stuff with like buzzers and lights and sounds and all that stuff, light sensors and stuff like that. So that's basically what we did.
The girls gonna do some stuff before. Mike, you guys want to say who you are?
I'm Micah Showers.
I'm Tiffany Johnson.
Peyton.
I'm Peyton Seahawks.
Alright, you want to tell them what you do?
So we made a 3D model die, and we just 3D printed it so we can set it up. So what we did is we used Autodesk Inventor, and we basically just dimensioned and put holes in it and extruded.
Basically given pretty little information, but they did have a real die to look off of. But they were able to put in all the dimensions and make points and holes and round the edges and learn how to do all those, like the very basic steps of Autodesk. A group of them, so what happened with Peyton is actually her file got lost, so she redid it in like a day. It took most of them about 3 to 4, maybe 5 days to do it. She lost it, she came back, she's like, what do you want me to do with this? And I said, well, we have a couple extra days. And she's like, I'll redo it. And so like within a day she had it done. Colored it and all that fun stuff there. But another group who also had time just created this. They used what they know. There was no instructions, just said it has to be played around and created this little hashtag thing, I think is what it is. But they're really just kind of familiarizing themselves with it, and then to be able to print it, they love to see that. So the 8th graders are kind of bummed that they don't get to do much 3D printing, but, so.
So is that, what course is, that's the,
Seventh grade.
7th grade?
Yeah.
Okay. And 7th grade spoke.
What printer are you using?
MakerBot, it's inside that office
The
there.
mini or?
Replicator plus medium-sized one.
I think someone's in trouble with that.
I'll trade you.